I'm just calling to confirm you're still all set to attend your upcoming strategy call with our team.
Last week, I let an AI voice agent call more than 50 real prospects who had booked strategy calls with my company. These weren't fake leads or test contacts. They were real people on our calendar. HighLevel logged 54 call attempts and 53 connected. 26 were answered by a person, 27 reached voicemail, 1 got no answer, and 0 calls failed. But the number I cared about was the show rate. Before this test, one comparison window had a 56% show rate. During the voice AI window, the show rate was 67.9%. That's an 11.9 percentage point increase. This wasn't a controlled experiment, so I'm not claiming the AI caused every bit of that lift, but the result was large enough to keep my attention. In this video, I'll show you how I enabled Outbound Voice AI, built the agent with Ask AI, automated the calls, used Prompt Optimizer to catch 2 failures, and measured what happened with real prospects. First, let's start with Chapter 1, the problem I was trying to solve. If you run an agency, med spa, dental office, law firm, home service company, or any business that books appointments, you already know the pain. A lead picks a time, the calendar looks full, and then appointment time arrives and nobody shows up. That empty slot costs more than the ad spend. It costs the salesperson's time, the opportunity you turned away, and the revenue that appointment could have produced. Our normal reminder system already included email and text. I didn't remove those. I added a voice call because I wanted a more personal confirmation without asking a team member to dial every prospect manually. The objective was intentionally simple. The agent wasn't supposed to hard sell anyone. It had 4 jobs: remind the prospect, confirm they were still coming, help them reschedule if necessary, and leave the conversation cleanly if they were no longer interested. I'm about to show you how to build one for yourself step by step. If you want to follow along, click the first link in the description. You'll get an extended 30-day high-level trial instead of the standard 14 days. I may earn a commission if you stay, at no extra cost to you. I'll also include my 1-hour onboarding call, my AI Business Blueprint course, access to my community with more than 100 video lessons, and my AI prompt library completely free. Now that the goal is clear, here's Chapter 2, Enable Outbound Voice AI Correctly. Inside HighLevel, go to AI Agents, then Voice AI, and switch over to the Outbound section. The first time you do this, HighLevel doesn't simply let you start blasting calls. You'll need to enable outbound calling, review the terms, accept the compliance requirements, and complete identity verification. That's a good thing. Outbound AI calling has real consent disclosure, do not call, and calling hour requirements. I'm showing you the software setup, but your business is still responsible for using it legally. Only call people you're permitted to call. Once the verification finishes, the dashboard changes to outbound enabled, and now you can create or assign an agent that's allowed to place outbound calls. With outbound calling enabled, let's move to Chapter 3, build the agent with one Ask AI prompt. Instead of building every part manually, I opened Ask AI and gave it one plain English instruction. I typed, create an AI voice agent that can make outbound calls to remind and confirm prospects about their upcoming appointment. Think through the important details and set it up for me. If you have questions, ask me. If you can't complete something, tell me what to do. Use my strategy call 45-minute calendar wherever relevant. Watch what happens next. Ask AI doesn't just give me a paragraph of advice. It creates a build plan. It reads the business profile, pulls the brand voice, reviews the knowledge base, studies prior conversations for tone, writes the prompt, creates the agent, attaches actions, and publishes it. That build plan matters because it lets a beginner see what the AI is actually doing. You can watch the checklist move from 0 of 7 to 7 of 7 instead of wondering whether the agent exists somewhere in the background. In my account, it analyzed 99 prior conversations, found the strategy call calendar, built the agent, and published it. Once Ask AI finishes the build, here's Chapter 4, tune the prompt and call settings. When you open the agent, the main prompt defines the role, tone, boundaries, and speaking style. Mine tells Sky to be warm, energetic, and personable. Use the prospect's first name naturally, keep the call brief, ask one question at a time, and pause after each question. Those details sound small, but they change how human the call feels. The settings panel gives you a lot more control than most beginners realize. You can set the time zone, maximum call length, idle reminders, response speed, interruption sensitivity, voice speed, and even system level behavior. For an appointment reminder, I want short calls, fast responses, low confusion, and clear calendar actions. Now let's make sure the setup works in Chapter 5. Add the AI disclosure and test it live. In Outbound settings, I enabled the AI disclosure, selected a custom message, and set it to play on every call. My disclosure tells the contact this is an AI assistant, explains that the call is about the upcoming strategy call, and tells them they can say they don't want more calls. HighLevel verifies the disclaimer and also detects verbal opt-out phrases such as stop, remove me, or don't call me again. Don't treat this as optional polish. The disclosure, consent rules, do not call status, and local calling requirements are part of the product design for a reason. Then I tested it in the browser. The live transcript showed the disclosure first, then Sky introduced herself, confirmed the appointment, and reminded the prospect to check the inbox, including spam, for the Zoom link. The test lasted 39 seconds. The call record saved the transcript, recording, status, and summary. That gives you a clean quality control loop. Listen to the call, read what the agent heard, rate the outcome, adjust the prompt, and test again before you ever touch a real contact. Once the agent sounds right, here's Chapter 6. Build the automation that makes the calls. The agent doesn't decide on its own when to call people. The workflow controls that. I created a workflow called Outbound Voice AI Agent for confirmations. The trigger is customer booked appointment. I filtered it so only contacts booked on the strategy call calendar enter the workflow. Next, I added a wait step tied to the appointment event and set the contact to continue 1 day before the scheduled time. Then I added the Voice AI outbound call action, selected my appointment reminder agent, and chose the phone number that would place the call. HighLevel also shows the outbound guardrails right inside the action. Calls are scheduled between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. in the contact's local time zone. Each number can be reached once per day. Overflow is queued, and the contact must be opted in, have Do Not Disturb turned off, and have a domestic number. Those controls are another reason I like using a workflow instead of manually uploading a random call list. The trigger, timing, consent state, and agent are all visible in one place. Once the workflow is published, every qualifying appointment follows the same process automatically. The person books, HighLevel waits. 1 day before the meeting, Sky calls to confirm. Before scaling that workflow, let's go to Chapter 7. Use Prompt Optimizer before scaling. My agent looked ready, but Prompt Optimizer found 2 failures and scored it at 92%. One of those failures could have caused the agent to make a false claim about an action being completed, which is exactly the kind of mistake you want to catch before more real people hear it. To use it, go into Settings, Open Labs, search for Voice AI, and enable Prompt Optimizer. Back inside the agent, open Prompt Optimizer and create a test plan. The optimizer generated 5 scenarios around my actual use case. One caller tried to book a time in the past. Another created confusion around a missed appointment. One simply confirmed attendance. One said they weren't interested. And one needed to reschedule. HighLevel ran the calls in the background, evaluated the transcripts, and scored the agent against the expected behavior. My run passed 22 checks and failed 2. More important than the score, it showed me exactly why the failures mattered. The improved prompt added a hard truthfulness rule. The agent can't claim something was booked, rescheduled, canceled, updated, or sent unless the matching action actually succeeded. It also improved the rescheduling flow by requiring the agent to ask for the person's preference before offering available times. That's the difference between a prompt that sounds good and a prompt that survives real conversations. Review the difference. Keep the improvements that make sense. Click Use this prompt and test again. With the prompt optimized, here's Chapter 8, the real call results. From July 1st through July 13th, the Outbound dashboard showed 54 attempted calls and 53 connected calls. 26 were answered by a human. 27 went to voicemail. 1 received no answer. 0 failed. That means 53 of 54 attempts connected to either a person or a voicemail box. But the dashboard only tells part of the story, so listen to the real agent for a moment. First, here's the AI disclosure people heard.
This is Sky, Life Marketing's AI assistant. I'm calling because you have an upcoming strategy call with us. At any time, you can say, "Don't call me again" to opt out.
Next, here's the agent confirming the appointment and getting a real yes.
I'm just calling to confirm you're still all set to attend your upcoming strategy call with our team. Are you still planning to join?
Yes.
And this next moment is my favorite. The contact and agent briefly got their names crossed. Instead of breaking, Sky clarified who she was trying to reach and kept the conversation moving.
I think we may have each other mixed up. I'm Sky calling from Life Marketing, and I was reaching out for Jacqueline Cheng about an upcoming strategy call. Is this Jacqueline?
Yes.
The voicemail example mattered too. When someone didn't answer, the agent could leave a concise reminder and invite them to call back or confirm by text instead of forcing my team to follow up manually.
Hi, this is Life Marketing's AI. Hi, this is Life Marketing's AI agent. I was calling to confirming your upcoming strategy call. Feel free to call back or confirm.
Inside the call log, I could review the recording, transcript, duration, summary, status, and any action the agent triggered. That made it easy to audit the campaign and focus on the calls that actually needed attention. Those call logs proved the system worked, but the business result matters more. That brings us to Chapter 9. Did voice AI improve the show rate? From June 3rd through June 8th, before this voice AI test window, we had 50 booked appointments and 28 showed. 28 divided by 50 is a 56% show rate. Then I compared another 6-day window roughly 1 month later from July 1st through July 6th. With the voice AI process running, we had 28 booked appointments and 19 showed. 19 divided by 28 is 67.9%. That's an 11.9 percentage point increase. It wasn't a controlled experiment, but it was large enough to justify continuing the test. The calls connected reliably, the agent handled both people and voicemail, and the workflow required almost no manual work after setup. If you want to test this against your own show rate, use the first link in the description for the extended 30-day high-level trial. My onboarding call, AI Business Blueprint, Community, and Prompt Library are included with it. With the show rate comparison clear, here's Chapter 10, what I learned after 50 plus calls. Here are the biggest lessons I'd carry into the next 100 calls. First, sell the outcome, not the robot. A business owner doesn't care that you installed voice AI. They care that fewer appointments disappear from the calendar. Second, keep the call narrow. The best version of this agent doesn't launch into a sales pitch. It confirms, answers a basic question, reschedules, or exits. Third, design for voicemail from the beginning. In my test, voicemail happened 27 times, slightly more often than a human answer. If your voicemail message is weak, you're ignoring half the campaign. Fourth, measure the business metric before and after. Don't stop at calls completed or minutes used. Track show rate, reschedules, sales, and revenue. That's how you know whether the automation is actually valuable. Finally, let's expand the playbook in Chapter 11. Other outbound voice AI workflows you can build. Appointment reminders are only one use case. Once you understand the workflow, you can use the same structure for other permission-based outbound calls. For new lead speed to lead, call an opted-in lead immediately after a form submission, qualify the need, and book the next step. For missed call recovery, call back someone who tried to reach the business, collect the reason, and route or book them. For estimate or proposal follow-up, ask whether the prospect has questions and hand interested people to a salesperson. For customer reactivation, reach eligible past customers with a relevant offer and let them opt out immediately. For event, renewal, or service reminders, confirm attendance, collect a simple response, and update the contact record. The formula stays the same. One permission-based trigger, one clear outcome, a narrow prompt, the right action, a compliant disclosure, and a measurable result. If I were selling this to a local business, I wouldn't pitch an AI caller. I'd show the current no-show rate, install the confirmation workflow, and report the change. That's a much easier recurring service to understand. That brings us to the outro and final call to action. If you want to build a complete voice AI agent from scratch, watch my full GoHighLevel voice AI agent tutorial next. I walk through the entire setup, from the prompt and voice settings to actions, testing, and publishing. Or if you already have an agent and want to make it more reliable, watch my drilled down review of the Voice AI Prompt Optimizer. I show you how it tests real scenarios, scores the agent, finds weak spots, and improves the prompt before you scale. Choose the video that matches where you are right now, click it on the screen, and I'll see you there.